still cat booting teeth out these bitches. A product of this violence that I learned up in the village where we pillage. My ambitious thoughts kept me on my pivot. Ghetto as I'm living, don't fuck with my shitty district. Keep it rocking like a crackhead. Oops, I'm on some pimp shit. Fuck a dime piece in the back of my Honda Civic. Then we cruise to the ghetto with the gas light on. Pass bygones, remember what my friends died for. We go to jail over colors. Peace to my family lockup. My older cousin shot up while pumping that Chewbacca. He showing me the scars of where the gauge hit him. Deported back to Samoa, couldn't evade prison. I seen 100 black coffins. No primetime news till one white tourist rape. Now it's the world talking. Fuck a 60-minute show and that bitch Barbara Dreamer trying to sit my oceans up. You should report these nuts. A lot of rappers act tough, but ain't got no guts. Keep my name out your mouth, I might fuck you up. Yes, that follow God rap.
Yo, Red Zone presents Blaine Cassidy vs. Steezus. Shout out to Marico. Shout out to Machete District for putting it on. Shout out to Dim 7 for having us. Yo, we got it right here, right now. It's Red Zone Battles. To my battler on my left, introduce yourself.
It's Blaine Cassidy. You know the drill. Shut the fuck up and make some noise.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's Blaine Cassidy. Yo, shout out to the battler on my right. Battler on my right, introduce yourself.
Steezy motherfucking Douglas. Yeah. Hype City. Get Drop 30, we in this motherfucker.
Get him! Get him!
Y'all might want to wake the fuck up for this.
Get him!
It's Red Zone Battles, let's get it on. Round 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, battler on my left.
Oh. Right. Coming into this battle, I've been told I gotta step up my game. Come with the heaviest attacks. Been told that after my last battle, I have to take the win. Man, I gotta bounce back, but that would suggest that I lost. And look, that's something I can't stand. Because how can I take an L from a cunt who doubled his round limits just to make his shots land? But on that topic, that's all I gotta say. Because right here and now, it ain't the time and place. I got bigger fish to fry. The man in front of me, Stevie Ray, who'll probably try and angle me on how I scream in every opponent's face. And boy, you'd be right. Because those name flips and cheesy word association bars aren't going to get you far tonight. You'd be like, I'm a successful Jewish battle rapper because I run solo, man. That's the type of shit you write. And the way you perform your bars, the exact same every time. So if you've seen one Steezus battle, you've seen them all. Shit's getting older than Betty White. But speaking of getting older than Betty White, what's up with your mother? Why did you call her hot? You think that's a good way to nullify that as an angle for people to use? It's not, but it did get me thinking. I wonder if the feeling's mutual, so I had to track down that thought. And I finally found out where your mum is. And wow, what can I say? She definitely knows what fun is. We got down and dirty, but then I had to stop when she said, you're better at this than my son is. But hey, look, I should probably stop, because leading into this battle, Steezus has been giving me props, saying you ain't sleeping, and being impressed with how many battles I'm taking. But I ain't mistaken, because this dude right here, he ain't sincere. He's just trying to allude to the fact that he think my quality dropping. But that's never the case, especially against a dude worth stopping. I'll admit, the first punch may miss, but the backdrop will send this bitch flying like he's Mary Poppins. See, you're completely inconsistent because everything lacks conviction, so the judges should have no problem in making a decision. You always try too hard, Steez, to work all of these intricacies into your bars, G. So just remember that name, Blaine Cassidy. The shit I spit is hearty like a hash-filled joint. Steve's more like that annoying cunt of the party offering up lines with no intention of sharing. He never gets to the point.
That's a mailbox line.
That was good. Get him, Steve.
So, let me get this straight. You're a ginger and a dwarf. That's not a fortunate mix.
Really isn't.
But I loved you as Gimli in The Lord of the Rings. With your ginger pigtails and your puny arms. It looks like Chucky and Pippi Longstockings did a fusion dance. Holy shit, you are short. It must be truly hard. He's not allowed on rides at amusement parks. But you're a leprechaun, right? The shit makes no sense. Because he will never be seen at Rainbow's End. Leprechaun, Rainbow's End. Pussy, we ain't no friends. So I'ma cut straight to the facts. Your delivery is harsh. And your cadence is flat. You fucking sound like a retard. Raping a cat.
Okay.
And if you haven't made a change in the way that you rap, well, if you've ever played baseball, it's the same shit as that. If that pitch is too high, you're getting slammed. Straight off the bat. See, you don't have to yell to have a fire presence. It's all about your tone and how you time the sentence. I'll give you an example. Here's a vital lesson. See, it's like a hologram how I describe this message. I gave you a clear picture using light projection. But let me switch it up, Ginger Up, because no one gives a fuck. They only really came so they could see me beat a midget up. So look, dude, I'm in a good mood and you're a nice kid, but act tough and throw your hands up and I might switch my fist. They're gonna fly quick if you try shit. Then it's the Sundance Kid. That's what I call this right shin. Start being Butch Cassidy, you're gonna need a sidekick.
Nice. I like that.
I'm quite sick. Put his little noggin in a vice grip and kick him in the dick. Make him eat his own shit and break his fingers with a brick. Then I drag him to the Avon when I'm finished with the prick. Grab his throat and hold him in the river till he sinks. Cause ginger nuts are real hard. Till you dip him in a drink. Time!
He's been on my radar for a while, and now there's no going back. Steezus. Name would suggest that you're a messiah with the style. That is truly whack, because everyone hates the presentation, the reaching, strung along rap. So with that being said, I'ma get Al-Qaeda with the facts, because the pen gonna have you die from the way you draw out lines like the Charlie Hebdo attacks. And he constantly prides himself on these angles he takes. He'll try to say something like I was in a nervous state, but in this rap shit, homie, we didn't start the same way. See, I threw continuous shots at Blake like I had no time to waste, but you look like you're about to cop that backhand from ego you couldn't even stand and face. You're a disgrace. And in your battles, you often say that you're mad. Why? Because the man with the fucking angles are bad? Against Aries, you went after his music. I really thought you were better than that. I mean, I got nothing out. Got some shit in the works. Now that's a fact, and the only thing I've ever featured on's been that cipher. But we have no proof as to whether you could even lace that, because no one's ever heard you over a beat. So how the fuck you expect to get anywhere if you ain't making tracks?
Fair enough, fair enough.
If you ain't making tracks, and up until now people thought he was unbeatable. Opponents panic, losing minds. They black out, but there's a Game of Thrones, Azor Ahai, the right-hand light bringer. I'll put an end to this long night, but I ain't here to fight, dog. So don't get this stepping, or this'll be the second time I'll have to carry you out of dim 7th. You ain't on par, blood. These rounds like imprisonment. Shit ain't about to be pleasant. Red'll be an old man before he escapes these bars. That's the Shawshank Redemption, but I'd never live it down if I spared the life of the aforementioned. So call me John Marsden with that Henry repeater, cause I'll dead red for redemption. But hey look, I'll change the direction. I'm getting a bit serious, so I'll lighten the mood. Those 13s, bro, they look like moon boots, and I ain't hating, dude, it's just the blatant truth. Your girl buying those, the worst decision she's made since dating you. And that fucking stupid mustache you rock, shit makes you look like Player 2. And if you don't get me, I mean he looks like Luigi if Luigi had done the fusion dance with Taika Waititi. But the get up more like you should be the stoplights with a squeegee. Believe me, that after today, Stevie Ray James will never be looked at the same, so give it up for his one last time in this game.
So I heard Al Stringer is kind of racist. He doesn't really like any type of natives.
Kidding.
but only slightly hates them. It's not like it's blatant, just Snow White's his favourite. Like that princess you and your brothers hide away with. Nah, Stringer's all good.
Speak up.
He's a decent kid. You guys are good friends and shit seems legit. But he reminds me of Joe Dirt. And the reason is, he didn't know his own friend was a piece of shit. Yeah, that's a bar, that's a bar. I said, I'm sorry, Al Stringer, but your man's a snake. I know it's hard, but it's something that I have to say. He's a putrid pile of steaming feces. And he only stays with you for the free paninis.
You're a sad
You're a
man.
dwarf. You're a dwarf with no morals. Now that is low. I should grab an empty bottle and fucking stab his throat, but I gotta break it first. So I crack his dome, you get a flashback. Forrest Gump's classic quote. A vessel smashing through the wall like, that's my bowl.
Yeah, okay. That's tight.
And my tire hire collection is fucking legit. Call me Al Stringer, I'm rolling with a bundle of sticks. So don't you talk gritty. Out in the walker, I got the war kitty, form Ellie, better believe I'm ready to core kitty, straight gutter, take cover and get the forfeiting. Cause if he doesn't hide, he might take a spear to the head, it ain't for poor fitty. And if we fight with hands, I got a lightning jab. Tahu Portiki couldn't get this many rights to land. I'm a violent man. So listen, Blaine Cassidy. I am a sweetheart, but the shit can change rapidly. I'm hot and cold. You don't want to witness me at max temp. So chill, Blaine, or one cold snap will leave my hand red. That was life. But I left the best treat for last. I saved the heat. Ray Allen from the 3-point mark. See, when I deploy arms, it's a fucking pedophile. Nah, that was just a decoy bar. Then the arms folded, Cassidy. B-boy stance. Okay. You call that decoy shit, no?
Yeah, I do. Because I know
Time.
is. No one else does.
Get it! At the beginning of round 3, people are starting to see that Steez ain't all he's hyped up to be. After 2 rounds of the very same shit. Their patience wearing thin, they got him down to a T, thinking out of anyone that had to be in this audience tonight, why'd it have to be me? And I don't even see why you're here. You're so inactive, it's weak, but I get it. You're the angles guy, that's why you were chose by Oblique, but really you need to seek out guidance in this game. An idea I'm surprised you haven't already come across. You do. You constantly make bad decisions like you do. Bad business man will never be a boss. What I'm trying to say is that after all of this time, you'd think he'd realise that these overheads cost, but I ain't trying to gloss over the fact that putting Stevie Ray on a Red Zone showcase was a total waste. And they were counting me out. They're counting me out, saying the best that I could hope for was the result to be a debate. Well, honestly, that shit had me irate. Because the name Blaine Cassidy is destined to define great, so at this rate, all he can hope for is to become a celeb before I decapitate. Best you can get is living dead Futurama jarhead mind state. But I ain't done. Man, I'll dead him after. Left hand hit his cheek like a Nelly plaster that'll send you spiraling into the earth like the aerial disaster that killed the man that you were named after. That's Stevie Ray. And if that don't seal his fate, I got a hook that'll take James on an endeavour when I cook straight. Because the pen ain't the only thing that carry weight. Nah, not at all. I got a plethora of deadly weaponry in my arsenal, so let's see how the antique do it. I got a M1 Garand in my hands, and every trial and tribulation you can think of, this shit been through it. A sharpshooter, the best they ever seen do it, so think winning an NBA championship when the tool spit. Because this shit got a ring to it. I'm smooth with that savagery. I'll make these bitches have swing to it. But on the real, I have respect for you, what you brought to the table and everything you'll bring to it. But I would be lying if I said it's been nice to see you, so I'm off to learn how to sharpen a machete and drink a Vilema.
Skinny pop.
That's not hot.
He likes to quote people's bars. I thought I'd quote one of Blaine's. This one line he said, it was so fucking flame. I got a jagged stick rattling. That's a Shakespeare.
Yeah. Speak up, brother, speak up.
Wait there. A jagged stick rattling. Shake. Spear. Mate. Yeah! Such an interesting formula. Like them KFC crushers. You ever tried them shits?
Love them shit.
They are tasty wee numbers. I went and bought me 2 and I thought I hit the lottery. I had a Shakespeare to be or not to be. Honestly. That's a giant stretch. You don't write complex. Your whole style's a mess. You're gassed up. Like Pike River, you're a minor threat.
Speak up, Steve, speak up, speak up.
And your last battle proved you can't rival vets. You were boring as shit. Such a weak entertainer. You lack that charisma, that cheeky behavior. Based on content alone, I still lean in his favor. That vlog you had with the boxing bag, that's the only time you beat him on paper.
That's nice.
You kicked the boxing bag off your porch.
Oh yeah.
That was tough.
That was tough. I seen it fly.
Too bad he really couldn't back it up. Shit, I guess he's only hard when he's safe at home. Think auto-tune. Mike made him change his tone.
Wow.
Now I can keep it all bars and still murder this kid. But fuck that, it's time to talk some personal shit. See, I heard you've been doing some weird shit with your mans. And it's getting pretty serious. Stringers attached.
Oh!
Now he can pull funny faces like that's just weird, but I know for a fact that Stringer Platts is here. My nigga, that shit's queer. And I ain't fucking having it. You let another man do your hair? That is sacrilege. It's like the Future album or Designer with that panda hit. All I'm really saying is he shouldn't be platinum. Time. Fuck man. Fuck man. You were fucking.
Tonight, the victory for the wordplay and the game he put on stage is Blaine Cassidy. Go ahead, my G. Roll up, grab some bottles of Valima, some drinks. Steezus, get it. Shut up, congrats, guys. Well done. Well done. All right, we gonna get this thing cracking.
Family.
Coming up soon, we gonna have Ugly Side on the stage, followed by Nicky Montana. Then we're gonna have